leading into the game?
Yeah, well, I know me and the staff and all these guys are excited to be here, and it's a great opportunity, and the bowl week's been going great. Practice has been awesome, good energy, and guys chomping at the bit to go out there and, compete.
All right, Budda, I'll ask you about what did you think of your experience at the Martin Luther King Center last night?
For me, it was a great experience to even be in the same company as people who were friends with Martin Luther King and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, it was great to hear their stories and all the stuff that they said.
All right, thanks for that. Okay, raise your hand. We'll get you a microphone. Please give us your name and affiliation and to whom you're addressing your question, and we'll go ahead and open it up. All right, back up here in the middle left, please.
Lindsay Schnell, Sports Illustrated. For both of you, Taylor Rapp has had an incredible freshman season. Why do you think that is, and did it surprise you guys that he was able to do everything he could?
Taylor, coming out of high school, Taylor was a guy that played on a team that didn't have a great record, but did everything for him. So he ran the ball, he played quarterback, played DB, played linebacker. He was so you were able to see what he was able to do athletically, and so he graduated early and was able to come in and hit the ground running in spring ball, and you could see what he could do as a football player. And then for young guys coming in, it's the big learning curve is always how they're going to handle the change of intensity, all the defensive terminology and stuff they have to learn, and then they have school. And so he was able to handle all that great. So we've got a trial run with him through spring ball, and then he had a great summer. He came in the fall and just kept getting better and better and better. And he got more opportunities, and he made the most of those opportunities, and he is where he is now. And so to answer the question, looking back on it, no. Just the way he handled himself through all that whole growth process and learning process of this year.
For me, no either. I'm from Seattle, Washington as well, and we don't really know a lot about Bellingham, Washington. That's where Taylor Rapp's from. So we saw this freshman. He came in while we were doing our player practices, big already, like 200 pounds, like 6 feet. Doing the DB drills, he looked flawless. He looked like one of us the first time he came out there. So for me, I was like, okay, like this guy's good. He's gonna play. He, takes in instructive criticism and all that type of stuff. And so, when I saw that, I knew that he was gonna play.
All right, right here, Barrett.
Barrett Sully, Bleacher Report. This is for Budda. A couple days ago, Nick Saban said that your secondary was very Seattle Seahawk-like. What are your thoughts on that comment, and do you compare yourself to the Seahawks?
I mean, that's cool. We don't really, think of any. We watch NFL defenses and all that type of stuff, and Seahawk defense is a great defense, but we feel like we're Washington defense-like. So that's it.
All right, next question, please. Raise your hand. We'll get you a microphone. Anybody in the back? All right, how about right here in the front, please?
Kate Harrison, Pac-12. Budda, just your comments on being here after the season that you guys have had, a big championship game in the Pac-12 too, and just the feeling around this week and what it's like here in Atlanta for you guys.
For us, it's a great opportunity. We're glad we got accepted to be in this college football playoff, and we're here to win. So for us, we're just all Alabama, no social media, just all thinking about Alabama.
Okay, back over here in the aisle.
Thanks, Kaylee Hartung from ESPN. For both of you, who do you put in the category of the best quarterbacks you've faced this season, and where does Jalen Hurts fall among them, and what have you seen from him?
Well, he's up there at the top. Just anybody that plays quarterback for a team that's gone 13-0 and has been as dominant as Alabama has been all year is a very good player. And so, looking back on the season, our only blemish is SC, and Sam did a really good job of keeping plays alive and was accurate with the ball, and didn't make a lot of mistakes that a freshman would make, and so I would say probably Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I'll go with coach as well. Sam Donald's great quarterback. Watching film, we knew he was going to be a problem. He can run, he can throw beautiful balls. Same thing with Alabama's quarterback. He can throw when he's on it. He can definitely run, so he's definitely in our defensive package.
Right here.
Budda, what's your favorite Taylor Rapp interception this year, or which one do you think was the most impressive? Does it kill you that a freshman has the most as a veteran?
We always talk about, we have a pick board, and Sydney's been the one to get it 2 years in a row. So this freshman comes in, and he's winning right now. So we're all trying to one-up him. He has 4. I think the closest is Sid with 2. So we got to catch up to him. What was the other question? Oh, my favorite pick is probably his pick 6. Going into the third quarter of the Pac-12 championship, close game, pick 6, and we knew we took the crowd away, and we saw all the players' heads go down, and that was probably the best moment.
Okay, over here, AP.
This is for the coach. Coach, what's unique about Alabama's passing game? And then for Budda, what is the receiver you'd least like to guard, Alabama's receivers?
Yeah, so Alabama, everything starts with the run, and so they do a good job with that, and then the pass game comes off of that, play action pass, RPOs. So everything starts with the run, being able to establish that, whether it's the quarterback or those running backs, and then they like to take their shots, and the RPO game.
I don't feel like there's a least receiver I would want to guard. I mean, we just take it in as a great opportunity. We talk about separations in the preparation. They got tremendous, wide receivers, 3, 13, 11, 88 tight end. They got great, passing threats. So we just love to watch film and then, get ready to go against them.
All right, next question. Okay, we'll go here in the middle, row 3. Microphone from this side, right here to your left.
Alan Cole, Sports Illustrated Kids. Your defense all season has been focused on getting turnovers and winning that way. What do you guys see on film in Alabama's offense that you think, helps you the most with the turnovers? What do you think you could get them from?
We're always looking at ball security, those type of things, how the running backs, receivers hold the ball when they run with it, and we work a lot in the off season through the season, emphasizing turnovers, and it really comes back to these guys talking amongst themselves, emphasizing amongst themselves, and then just going out there and just continually trying to rip at the ball, and the ball's in the air, make plays on the ball, and it's, for whatever reason, every coach in America does what I'm talking about, but this teams gel at it.
Okay, right here in the middle of the aisle.
Budda, for the last 6 years, the winner of the Bowl Cup Challenge belt, has won the game. Does that mean anything to you that now you guys are ahead? And who stood out last night in hoops, and who was the scariest driver the night before?
Nah, we don't pay attention to. I mean, we think that's a cool event for the Peach Bowl and everything, but we love to compete in everything, so we would like to win in everything. And your question was on the driving. Probably me. My go-kart was slow. I'm blaming it on my go-kart. So I was going slow while everybody else was passing me up, and I was trying to, cut them off so people wouldn't pass me up.
All right, next question. Where are we going next? Okay, right here, Charles.
But there's been a lot written and said about the importance of your decision to attend Washington and what that meant for other players coming and staying in the state. What did do you take special pride in that? And can you talk about just being a Seattle guy, seeing this program rise to prominence, what it means to you?
I mean, I don't want to think that, just me committing made other players want to go to Washington, but, I mean, that's a cool thing. The hometown guys coming to the state of Washington, me trying to recruit those guys and, trying to get them to stay. And I feel like, it's been great. Coach Pete, great recruiter, all these coaches, great recruiters. They just be real with the players and, tell them that, if you work hard and all that type of stuff, then maybe you'll have a chance to play. But, at the end of the day, it's all about school as well. And, Washington's a great school, so.
All right, we've got time for a few more. Where are we going next? Okay, right up here in the third row left, please.
Jeff Spiegel, WBMA Birmingham. I want to get both of you guys to comment on the nickname for this defense, Death Row. That's a very impressive nickname, and how much pride do you take in kind of upholding that standard?
I will defer to Buddha on that one because that's more of a player-driven deal.
In my freshman year, Shaq, Timu, and that class, those guys, they made up the name Death Row. And, a lot of those guys are from Cali, too, but I don't know if it's from Cali. Keyshawn might have a better, understanding of it, but when I think of it, I think of just, a team that's smart, physical, that's going to come after you each play, not be, stupid with their penalties and all that type of stuff, personal fouls. I think of just a smart team that, that's going to come after you each down. So that's what I think.
All right, next question. Raise your hand, please. All right, back here to the front.
This is for Coach, and then Buddha, if you could respond to this. How do you balance just everything that comes with a big game like this, all the bowl activities throughout the week, and then, of course, keeping the focus on the game and just the mental preparation that goes into a big game like this?
Yeah, it's and we obviously talk about it a lot, and with the guys, we're here for a reason, and to play a game, but at the same time, we don't want to, we want these guys to enjoy it, and so it's a balance of, trying to get these guys, dialed in the meetings and on the practice field, and when we're not doing football, they're enjoying their time in Atlanta and the events they're doing, and yeah, it's easier said than done when you got 105 guys. But these are good kids, and it started, with these guys 3 years ago. So everything that we talk about and how our culture is in our program, these guys have been being prepared for this type of situation and handling the distractions that come with playing college football.
Yeah, we talk about how this isn't like a vacation, it's a business trip. So, at the end of the day, we're here to play a football game, and, all the activities are a plus. So we have fun during the activities, walk around Atlanta. A lot of guys, I haven't been here before. A lot of guys haven't seen it. But at the end of the day, we want to watch film, do all that type of stuff to prepare for the game.
All right, we've got time for about two more. Go here in the front corner.
For Pete and Buddha, just was curious. I've talked to a number of players and coaches. They seem to think that the seeds for this season were really sown last year, in terms of some of the things that you guys went through. Can you guys talk about what happened last year, and why do you feel like maybe the trials and tribulations that you went through kind of helped form, what happened this year for you guys?
I think defensively it started after our first year. We had a bunch of talented guys on defense that ended up going to the NFL, and we had a lot of guys coming back that hadn't played a lot. And so I think, Buddha was a true freshman, and a lot of these guys hadn't played, and so it was an opportunity for these guys to show what they could do and, you know, what kind of competitors they are. And so getting them to, you know, take the coaching and practice hard and all the things that come with becoming a good football player, and a lot of it's between the ears. It started there. And then last year, our success on defense, you know, the confidence grew, and then as a team last year, we weren't able to finish games that we could have won, and so I know these guys took that to heart, and that was a big issue, and in the off season, and even at the end of last year, you know, it was the way we finished. These guys could feel and understand what it took to seal the deal, and they carried it over into the off season with Coach Saha and the guys, and played one game at a time, and this is where we're at.
Yeah, I feel the same as Coach. You know, all the losses, you know, nobody likes to lose. All the losses keeps getting to you, and you just got to, you know, dig in and just, like, say, I hate to lose, and just go on each day, one day at a time on trying to get better. And, you know, all the stuff Coach Pete preaches, you know, taking each opportunity one at a time, each day one at a time, you know, each lift one at a time when it was summertime, and then, you know, everything else will take care of itself, and that's what we did.
All right, time for one more. Is there a final question? All right, back up here to Jeff.
Budda, how big of a step would it be for this program, for this league, to beat the #1 team in the nation Saturday?
I mean, it will be a big step. You know, Alabama's been, you know, Alabama for years, and it'll be a big step to win. But we also gotta know and realize, like, there's 2 more games left. So you beat Alabama, you still got another game to play. So it's not no celebration, you know, pop out the cans of soda and all that type of stuff. Like, we got another game to play the next week. So, you know, we'll celebrate that night if we won, and then, you know, the next week we have a game. So, you know, it'll be a great big step, though. They're Alabama, great offense, tremendous defense, special teams, great. You know, no weaknesses.
Coach, did you want to address that as well, knocking off the #1 team?
Yeah, it'd be quite an accomplishment, and it's a big time challenge, and so, but we would, yeah, that would be a great feeling. But like echo what Budda said, we would have another one right behind it, so we wouldn't be able to celebrate that too long.